It is that time again, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles, for Ask Rep Q&A number 19, where you guys send me in your video submissions and questions, and I answer them in full video format. But before we begin, I've been catching up on the series known as 24, trying to catch up all the way to Season 9, which just aired on May, which Hulu Plus does in fact have. Hulu Plus is an online streaming service that offers hundreds and hundreds of TV shows, movies that you stream right to your tablet or PC. They have a massive selection of TV shows to choose from, and if you sign up to Hulu Plus using my vanity URL, huluplus.com/MrRepzion, you will in fact get a 2-week free trial for absolutely free to stream whatever you want.
Mr. Repzion, this is my question for Ask Rep 19. I'm curious to what you think of the phrase "you guys" when someone is talking to a group of both girls and guys. I personally don't think it should be used in that situation, and I'm curious to what you think about it.
You know, that is a really interesting question. I've never actually thought about that before, and I've never heard anybody actually have an objection. You're the first person I've ever heard have an objection to the phrase "you guys." So I'm really curious to know what you think. What's your objection to the phrase "you guys"? I'd love to see a video response explaining what your objection is to it. It's just a simple question. But in regards to your question, what do I think of the term "you guys"? Like, there's a group of men and women, and somebody goes over and says, "Hey guys, how's it going?" I don't see any problem with that. Now, granted, if you use the word guy is singular. That is gender specific. But in colloquial language, I believe I said the word right. Is it in colloquial expression or language, however you want to call it, the phrase "you guys" is, I would call, an agnostic term, where it's like neutral, because you're addressing a group of people, men and women, and you add it with an S to imply that there are more than just one person. I don't believe the phrase "you guys" is specifically gender specific towards men. I guess you could get into a semantics game regarding that, but I don't really know. I don't really see any objection to what the problem of saying "you guys" is to a group of people, including men and women. Besides Deadpool, who is your favorite characters? Well, I have a lot of favorite characters. Obviously, Deadpool's one of them, as you just mentioned, but I love Deadpool, Wolverine, Magneto, the Joker, Batman, Hellboy, Spawn, and of course Venom and Doctor Doom. As you can probably tell, most of my... Oh, no, I'm not done yet. And Apocalypse, and Thanos, and my favorite DC villain of all time, Darkseid.
Hello, Mr. Repzion. My question for you is, what do you believe or think about parents who choose to raise their children in one very specific, heavy religion? They force the kids to grow up in their religion, go to church, become part of the youth group, and really believe that one specific religion. I know you were raised Christian and now you're atheist, so I was curious about that. And along those same lines, if you ever became a father, would you raise your children to be atheists, or would you raise them whereas they could kind of choose what they believe and figure that out as they grow up? Thanks.
I believe it is absolutely wrong, but here's the thing that may surprise a lot of people about my position on this. In the same way religious indoctrination is wrong for children, you know, to raise a child up only showing him that specific religion and him being taught that it's the only way, the Bible is the Word of God, so on and so forth. You know, children are vulnerable, children have a wide imagination, so they're very gullible for being influenced easily within religion. And in the same way, children are easily influenced regarding anything. And because of that, I believe if I was a parent right now, if I was raising a child, I would not throw across my ideology to him. You know, he's 4, 5, 6 years old. If he asks me, is there a God? I'll tell him what I honestly think, but I'm not going to be dogmatic about it. I'm not going to force my ideology or atheism and tell my son at 5 years old, there is no God, or try to, you know, instill in him the worldview of atheism, and I just don't feel that that's necessary. In fact, it's the same type of mentality that religious people have. You grow up a child in a religious household, you teach him that specific thing and only that specific thing, and in the same way, I'm against parents doing that in regards to atheism. Because to me, atheism doesn't make a bunch of claims or assertions. It just means a lack of belief in God, and that when more empirical data comes to show me specifically, you know, I'm more than happy to change my opinion, my belief regarding atheism, whether it be becoming a deist again or whatever it be, but as of right now, I see no empirical evidence or data to present that. So if I had a child, no, I would not force. I believe it's wrong to force religion, and I believe it's wrong to force an ideology on a child when he's that age, because I believe it is choice. You know, I present the evidences and the science and what we know about the world, the universe, the Big Bang, evolution to my child, and that's all I do. I will let him decide if he wants to become religious and believe in God. That's okay. I'm not against that, and I'm all for choice. I may not like his choice, but I'm not going to outcast my son because he decided to believe in a God. That's not necessary. So I don't believe in forcing an ideology. It's wrong, period, and I don't believe in forcing religion upon your child either. So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, so in your last video that you did on your channel, which was Ask Rep number 17, you said that you would not ever be able to date a subscriber of yours because you believe that they are unable to think rationally about the position that they'd be putting themselves into. But my question is this. What if this person had everything that you were looking for in them, personality-wise, looks-wise, and just overall everything about them you just liked and you felt like you could be compatible with them? My question is, would you make that exception?
My answer to your question would be possibly, but it would be really hard for me to determine because I would have to make a lot of assessments based upon her herself, and I would really have to get to know her. Here's the thing about me, though, coming from personal experience, is that I've met a lot of fickle people. People who, when they find out, hey, you make videos on YouTube, you get thousands of people watching you, you have a large audience, that people will actually try to weasel their way into my life because they know me personally, and they will try to use and exploit, or no, I shouldn't say exploit, but they will attempt to leech off of actually me, like Daniel, not Mr. Repzion, but me, and try to actually get in my videos. I've had people who have basically asked, hey, can I be in your videos? And I'm like, no, you can't be in my videos. I'm like, why? Because number one, you don't ask to be in my videos. If I want you to be in my videos, I will ask you. I have a lot of people are fickle, and a lot of people will do anything they can to get attention. This goes for my real-life relationships. I've had people who really just want to leech off of me. I've had a lot of bad experiences about that. I'm not talking about online, I'm talking in real life. People find out, hey, you have a car, you drove me to point A to point B. I really like you for doing that. Well, now can you drive me every place? That type of mentality. People want to keep on using you because they see that you're nice or that you will do this with them or you'll be nice to them for a few times, but eventually you have to put your foot down and say, I'm not going to let you use me for your own personal gain and satisfaction, and then when I need help from you or something, you're not even in a glance of my distance, that type of mentality. In regards to would I ever date a subscriber if she had all the things that I liked and things like that, it's hard for me to say because here's the thing. I would date a subscriber if she became a subscriber after we started dating. Like, she didn't know what my job was prior. But if she was already a subscriber of mine beforehand, I would be very skeptical. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people don't realize the attention that they're going to receive when getting involved with me. I've had other people in my videos, several other females, more than just one of the same, but I've had different females in my videos and friends, and they get a lot of attention, and some of those people don't know how to deal with that sort of attention, and the negative attention they get, they take it to a whole new level, and they don't know how to react to it, and then I get pulled in to them responding to stupid comments that they don't know how to react to because they're not used to lots of people commenting and making, degrading statements about them or whatever it be. And that's something that I really don't want to deal with in a relationship, is having a lot of negativity go on to them because they don't know how to cope with the amount of attention they receive from being, in a relationship with me. And that's an ongoing issue that I have faced regarding numerous people that I've dated in the past. But as of right now, I'm in a fantastic relationship and none of that seems to be an issue. And my girlfriend only became a subscriber of my videos after she knew what I did. So yeah, there you have it. That's my answer. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Ask Rep Q&A number 19. As always, please submit a video response. You can post that video response in the comments below. Ask me any question, tweet me questions. Just title it Ask Rep Q&A number 19, and when I search for it, I'll try to find it and include it in my next video. Title it Ask Rep Q&A number 20, and I will search for that specific title, and hopefully I'll be able to include you in my next video. You can ask me anything you want. Don't feel ashamed to ask me anything. I honestly, you can't make me feel uncomfortable by questions, so by all means, ask away. Thank you guys for watching, and peace the rep out.